What is shaking, everybody? Happy Friday. Let's start off by thanking our sponsor, Fieldwork, all around the Bay Area. If you're going to the game tonight. My son's going to the game tonight. My granddaughter Camila's going. His fiance Sahar, they're all going. It's Camila's first baseball game. Why are they going? They love baseball. Now it's K-pop Demon Hunter night. So get them to the ballpark any way you can. Hey, look, the way the Giants are playing, and we'll get to that in a bit, K-pop Demon Hunter may be the most exciting thing that happens tonight at the game. Pirates, and who would have thought with the Pirates coming in, like you'd think, oh man, the Pirates, like we got to add something to the Pirate game, right? Because no one's going to want to go to the Pirate game. Who would have thought no one wants to go because of the Giants? Like, oh, the Pirates are in town. We'll come watch them. Is Skeen's pitching? Not tonight. But I don't know if he's scheduled to pitch this weekend, but go get your K-pop Demon Hunter. There you go. K-pop firework night. Don't you get like a bobblehead or a Funko or a Punko or whatever those things are called? I don't know. Camila loves the K-pop Demon Hunters. They got a couple banging songs, I got to say. All right, before we we're going to get to the NBA playoffs. We're going to get to the NHL playoffs. We're going to get to the Giants. Do I have to wait 40 games? I always say I'm going to wait 40 games. We'll see if I wait 40 games. They're getting close though. They're getting close. I mean, I don't know if the suckage is going to abate by the time we get to 40 games, but we're pretty close to 40 games already. So maybe I'll jump the gun. Nah, I always say wait till 40. They're at 37 though. One weekend series. Maybe I'll look at things differently on Monday. Maybe not. We got some funky stories to get to, some terms and phrases I'm getting sick of, and I'll get your terms and phrases that maybe you're sick of when it comes to sports. I'll give you an idea of just a couple of things that I wanted to get to, and a couple of them are basketball related. One of them is just sports related. I hate when people say master class. You know what you sound like? You sound like a master dick when you say master class. I'm not saying you are a master dick. I'm just saying you sound like a master dick. Stop using the word master class, okay? I hate that word. I'm so tired of that word. Oh, he put on a master class. Oh, it was a master class by so-and-so. Oh, master, shut the fuck up, okay? Please. Okay, so before we get started, I thought I'd delve into a little fill work. Our fine sponsor all around the Bay Area. Like I said, if you're going to the Giant game tonight, going to K-pop Funko, at least you got field work there. You got the K-pop firework night, and if the Giants score 2 runs, you're going to be like, damn, 2 runs again? Go get a beer. Go out to center field. Field work's out there. Strike Thief is out there. Patrick Bailey's on the can. Hopefully he's on the can, like, can need Patrick Bailey to be on the can. Forget about the RBI thing right now. If he does get an RBI, you get 50% off your non-alcoholic craft beer or your draft beer the very next day. There you go. Look at all the medals they won. They won a ton of medals. It's a beer fest, and a bunch of different styles too. The one I want to get my hands on is the Green Arrow, the IPA. It didn't look like it was too strong, so I kind of want to try that. But they had all kinds of. That's near and dear to my heart right there. May 2nd. That's already happened. So, but we do love Pints for Paws because we love the puppies too. We love the puppies and we love the beers. And there's all the locations: Berkeley, Corte Madera, Monterey, Napa. I'm not going to continue on. I'm just going to tell you my favorites. Berkeley's the OG, San Ramon, and San Leandro. Those are 3 of my favorites. And then if you're going to the ball game, certainly head to the one at China Base and grab yourself a field work before you head to the game. If you're not going to the game, they got the big screen TV there. You cannot find a better view. If you're not at the game, you can't find a better view. You get the sounds of the game behind you. Like, that's your soundtrack for the evening. Sounds of the game. And then you get to watch it on the big screen and grab yourself a nice fieldwork beverage. Speaking of fieldwork beverages, I'm going to have a non-alcoholic beer today. I'm going to do a taste test. While I'm here, I want to see which one's better, because I usually drink the grapefruit blonde, which I like, but I haven't had the headliner. This is their non-alcoholic IPA, or the American Pilsner. I know which one I like better initially. You notice? Like this one's just that's a little like a mini me beer. This is me. This is minute. Like it just. So we're gonna test these out and see which one I like better. See if I like the IPA, non-alcoholic IPA, or the non-alcoholic Pilsner. Let's try the Pilsner. See what the Pilsner got going for us. Pretty good. Tastes a little bit like the blonde the blonde grapefruit, if I'm being perfectly honest. And I like the blonde grapefruit, so that's totally fine by me. And 12 ounces at a time, solid. So let's give the headliner. This is their non-alcoholic IPA a try. I think I'm going to stick with that one. I like the Fieldwork Light, the Pilsner, but it tastes a little bit like to me anyway. It tastes a little bit like the grapefruit blonde. So I'm going to stick with the headliner. Get the taste, no alcohol, like buzz free. And then later in the evening when the games start, that's when I'll have a clear skies before I get out of here. That's always a possibility. So, and one other thing we're gonna get into, we got a couple funny stories at the end of the show, and I'm also gonna get into why we need to keep the elderly out of the self-checkout line at your local supermarket. Okay, you want to get to this in a nip in the bud before it becomes an epidemic. Like there are people there to help you for a reason. Okay, if you can't figure out the checkout line, then move on. Like I'm all for helping, and I'm all for, hey, you live your life and you go, and yeah, woohoo, yeah. Just as long as you're not impacting me. When you start impacting me, then we got a problem. We got to change some laws. So let's get to the NBA playoffs, shall we? As the T-Wolves and the Spurs go tonight. Are they both playing tonight? I think it's T-Wolves, Wolves, and the Knicks, Sixers. Like the Knicks have looked great. The Knicks have looked fantastic. Sixers made it a game in game 2 without Embiid, but it's been the Knicks, and it's been Brunson. Brunson's been great. Bridges has been good. He's been back to like scoring a little bit, hitting some shots for him. Hit a big one in game 2 toward the end of the game. And Anunoby has been nails for them. Unfortunately, he's not going to be there for them. Probably, well, I shouldn't say probably for the rest of the series. It's a grade 1 hamstring strain. So I would imagine as long as they keep winning, they'll keep resting him. But he's been really good. Scoring for him, inside out, playing defense. And Anunoby is a really good two-way player. And that was the guy, if you remember back in the day when they talked about trading Jonathan Kuminga, he was one of the guys that they were talking about swapping him for. And I'm sure it would have included picks, but I'm guessing people would sign up for Anunoby in a Warriors uniform because I like OG Anunoby a lot. He seems like a really, from everything I've heard, really low maintenance player. Goes out there, goes about his business, and offense, defense, two-way guy. So they're going to be without him. And Sixers, I guess Embiid's questionable. When's he not questionable? He's always questionable. They had to just put questionable after his name for every game and just leave it at that. He's always questionable. So they need Embiid to beat the Knicks. Like, he's the guy that when the game slows down a little bit, he's still a devastating force on offense. He can score in the low post. He can score in the mid post. He can score from 3. He's a pick and pop guy. He's a trail guy. He's an offensive hurricane. Like, the guy is almost impossible to stop. He's so damn big. He can get just about any shot he wants to and make damn near all of them too. Like, not make all of them, but can make all the variety of shots. Like, that's how good he is offensively. Defensively, you can get into a little bit, force him to play pick and roll, get him to move laterally. Not his strong suit, but offensively, he's incredible. So without him, look, as good as Maxey has been, I just don't see it. I like Edgecombe. They're going to have a really nice backcourt for years to come. But I just think the Knicks it's funny how like a week or two changes everything, right? Knicks were down 2-1 to the Hawks and the sky was falling for the Knicks. And then the Knicks just said, oh, hey, what are we doing? We're playing the Hawks. Let's just beat them by 30 every single time, which they did. and now they're up 2-0 on the Sixers, and now everything's great. Hey, look, we're back. We're good. That's the wild thing about the playoffs. It's overreaction after every single game. Every game. Oh, game 5, the most important game. Game 2, the most important game. Game 3, the most important game. Guess what? They're all the most important game. You only have to get to 4. So that means game 1 is the most important game. Game 5 is the most important. Every game's the most important game. The most important game is the one you're playing, period. There is no most important game. And Kenny Smith used to say the playoff series don't start until someone wins on the road. Now, the playoffs start like when the playoffs start. Again, you need to get to 4 wins. That's it. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. 4. That's it. They are all important. So I'm not going to count the Sixers out. They came from 3-1 down to the Celtics, even though the Celtics didn't get a chance to play with Tatum in game 7. They did in the other games, and they lost those. In fact, they got run in those. So they had their chances to close that thing out. Couldn't do it. And Sixers took full advantage. The Knicks are playing some really good ball right now. I still think this is the Knicks. Although the Anunoby, because they're not super deep on the bench. They're not super deep on the bench. So after that, Spurs, T-Wolves. And that one's going to be an interesting one. I wonder if Finch will start Edwards tonight. I wonder if he feels like he's good enough to start. Now, the reason he didn't start in games 1 and games 2 is if you're going to limit someone's minutes, it's easier to do that coming off the bench. So he came off the bench. He was able to limit his minutes. He wasn't as potent in game 1 as he was, or in game 2 as he was in game 1. And the Spurs were just much better and much more conscientious of attacking the basket and getting in the paint. Like, they're really good getting downhill. Castle, really good getting downhill. Fox, really good getting downhill. Wembanyama, of course, getting downhill. You throw him that damn lob. It's like big kids versus little kids. It's like he just holds the ball up and woo-hoo, boom, dunk it. Some of the stuff he catches and dunks on alley-oops are just absurd. They do have some guys, right? I mean, even a guy like Vassell can attack the rim. Now, he's more probably a jump shooter, mid-range jump shooter guy, but Harper can get to the rim as well. Like, they have guys that can get to the rim. They just need to get to the rim because they're really good at getting to the rim and they're really good at defending the rim, especially when Wemby's in there. Cornette's not a bad defensive player. Like, he's actually pretty decent, but Wembanyama is just a different animal altogether. Like, he takes away the paint. When you think you have something, you don't have something. When Wembanyama's in there, he just comes flying in late, and all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, it's like a huge cloud that just comes toast. Your shot is toast. And yes, he had 12 blocks in game 1. I don't know how many in game 2. I'd have to look, but some of those were goaltending in game 1. Like the one that hit the backboard first, probably goaltending. I'm pretty sure not allowed to do that. So I still think the Spurs win this series, but if they can get healthy, if they can, like, DiVincenzo's not coming back. He blew out the Achilles. But if Edwards come back and give him 35 minutes a night, if DeSumo can come back and do what he did, Shannon Jr. is playing some pretty good ball for him. Like, he looks confident when he's out there. Naz Reid is just a straight bucket getter. Like, that guy from 3, he's got handle. He can finish on little floaters. Like, he's just really, really good. And then McDaniels has turned into a really good offensive, well, not really good, but a solid offensive player, but just a great defensive player. So they have guys on that team that have been there before. They've been to the Western Conference Finals, and the last 2 years, I think they've been to the Western Conference Finals. So they are a team, and I'm blanking on. I always do this. I like just blank on the easiest guy's names. Yeah, Julius Randle. That I think he's a guy that can get you 25, 30 on any given night too. So Spurs to me, I think are just a little more solid, but again, it's not going to surprise me as much as maybe some people. What's the spread on that game? It probably got to be like 4. I'm guessing Spurs 4. Yeah, 4.5. And so makes sense because they were 10-11 at home and they just smashed them last game. I mean, just smashed them. You kind of figured they would after losing game one. Hold on one second. We got a visitor. Literally just sitting outside the door. Like, she's like, "Can I come in?" I think somebody fed her already. So I think Haley fed her. So we're good. 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 Yeah, Bones Highland. Bones Highland's wild. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of his game, but he can get you buckets. He can score for you. But he just So that one's still a little bit of a toss up to me. Give the Spurs the edge. Better team, been the better team all year. A better team defensively, and they got Wemby. But don't discount what Anthony Edwards can do too if he can start playing 30, 35 minutes a night. That dude is devastating. Like he's a machine. He's one of the best scorers this game has right now. Like, he's just incredible. Once he got that 3-point shot worked out, remember that was the word coming out of Georgia? He really couldn't shoot. Oh, he could shoot. He could shoot. And he can get to the mid-range. And he can take a body and finish. And he can smash it on your head. Like, there's nothing that he can't do offensively. So he's a guy that could win a game for you. So if he's playing, and they already got one away. So if they win tonight, then you really start, applying the pressure to the Spurs because you don't want to go down 3-1 and then have to go and win, the rest. And you're going to get 2 at home. You're coming back anyway. But look, again, I'm not going to say this is a big game tonight because what did I just say? They're all big games. Each one of them, big game. And so move on to tomorrow. Detroit. Remember Detroit? Remember them against Orlando? Oh, God, Detroit. Oh, they're in trouble. Now it's like, oh, Detroit's cruising. I'm telling you, things just change on a dime in the playoffs. Cleveland's just, I mean, what can you say about Cleveland? I mean, they can score. They got some fun offensive weapons. I mean, Harden, another bust of a game in the playoffs. Great stat last night. What did he tie Bob Cousy? 20 games in the playoffs where he shot 25% or less on a certain amount of field goal attempts. I don't know if it was 10. I think it was 3 for 13 last night. But he had a turnover late in the game when it was still kind of in doubt. Tried to split 2 guys, fell down, turned it over. It's like, what are you doing? And I have no idea. I mean, they talk about like I was going to say, well, I will say, I mean, the Clayton Kershaw, the NBA guy's dominant in the regular season. You get to the playoffs, like, not quite as good. I always felt that was a little bit of a disservice to Clayton Kershaw because I do like the guy a lot and one of the great pitchers of our era. He didn't have a great postseason resume, though. A lot of it was the Cardinals. Go look at what he did against the Cardinals in the postseason. Cardinals tore him up. Cardinals owned him in the postseason. I think they raised his ERA by 2 runs per 9 by themselves. Like that's how much they beat him up. But James Harden in the playoffs just hasn't been able to get it done. I can't remember the stat, like more turnovers in play and field goals. And there's a lot of games that he had more turnovers and field goals. Like almost like what? Like you can do that a few times. You can't do that as many times as that stat suggested that he did it. Like it's like no. So I think Detroit's too tied together. I think they're too good defensively. And they just seem to be the ones flying around, making the right plays defensively, making the right rotations defensively. And then if you're Detroit, you can always go at James Harden. They did it over and over and over again last night. Whoever James Harden was guarding, a lot of times it was Azuur Thompson, just go set the pick and roll and get Harden on Cade. And then it's over. Then what are you going to do? Then you got to send help. Then the rotations start. And then all of a sudden, it's like you got Duncan Robinson open from 25. And you're like, that's the one dude you don't want to leave open at all. from 3-point range. So I don't know that I don't know that the Cavaliers can play good enough defense to win this series. They might win a game or two at home. Cavs will be fired up. Have a host, another playoff game. And last year seemed to be the year, like the Cavs year, like that was their year. Great regular season, they're rolling, and then all of a sudden Indy took them out. But who knows? But Detroit looks totally different. They did a week ago, and the Cavs look like they have no chance against Detroit. It's not the case at all, but that's the way it looks. And the first two games, it looks like defense is going to decide this thing. And if defense is going to decide this thing, then Detroit's going to win this series. And then you have the Lakers and OKC. And look, this is just okay. What do you want to say about this one? Like the Lakers played good defense first game, pretty good offense. The second game, not bad. And it's just not enough. They don't have enough. I mean, Rui Hachimura hits like damn near every shot. Not enough. Austin Reeves goes for 31. Not enough. LeBron, not enough. They just don't have enough. You throwing guys like Mitchell for the Thunder, and then a lot of people are probably still like, who the hell is that? And he's dropping 20 plus in the playoffs. They're too much, too deep. They don't even have Williams. They don't have Williams. Their second best player isn't even playing. And the Lakers, they don't have it. They just don't have enough. I found it rich that JJ Redick last night said that LeBron gets the worst whistle, the worst superstar whistle in the league. Now, I'm not going to get into his whistle, because then you start getting into Steph's whistle, and everybody wants to tell me how bad a whistle Steph gets. And I don't mean to not pay attention to you, but I'm not paying attention to you. Like, I don't care what you say about your superstar player. It moves me not even a little bit, because everything you say about Steph, they say about LeBron, and then they'll say about Luka, and then they'll say about Cade Cunningham, and then they'll say about Jalen Brunson, and then they'll say, like, who cares? Who cares? Like, I always told people, like, everybody thinks Steph got a bad whistle. Like, he goes to the free throw line a decent amount, and he doesn't attack the rim that much. He's a perimeter guy. So he's probably not going to get quite as many whistles. But I don't even go into that with him, because then you get into well, let me show you this highlight. I don't care. Like, I don't care. Okay? The funny part about this, though, is the Lakers led the league in free throw differential this year. They were second in going to the free throw line. They were fourth in limiting free throw attempts. And it's been that way for a while now. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to, and I understand what JJ's doing. Let me throw that out there. It's the old Phil Jackson. Let me just throw this out there. You could take a look at it. Maybe the league will take a look at it. Maybe the officials will take a look at it. Maybe it's the same thing Chris Finch was doing when he was talking about Wembanyama's goaltends. Hey, I want you to know that this is what I'm talking about, because I want it to be at the forefront of your mind. I want you to be looking for these goaltends. Now, what JJ Redick's doing is I want you to be looking for fouls you can call when LeBron has the ball. They're not the only ones to do this. Like, everyone does it, and you should do it. You're trying to help your team out. You're trying to help your team. But to say that LeBron gets a weak whistle, it's laughable. It's actually laughable. And for those of you that are Warrior fans and Steph fans and worship at the altar of Steph, like, I get it. I love Steph. But I'm not gonna join you in the Steph gets a bad whistle brigade. I'm just not. You go ahead and help yourself to that one. All right. Keep flying that flag. Keep fighting the good fight. Like, way to go. And I'm sure Steph appreciates it if he knows you're there. I don't care. I don't care one bit, because every fan base does it for their superstar. Everyone thinks their superstar gets screwed. Their superstar doesn't get calls. That it just I don't. And I won't partake in that. Just it's to me, it's mind-numbingly stupid. So when I see someone on Twitter, someone on social media, hey, let me show you this. Let me show you this was a foul, that was a foul. This the swipe, swipe. The one thing I will mention is, and this is something I'll get into later on too with my terms and phrases that I hate. But the foul on Chet Holmgren last night that was called on DeAndre Ayton when Chet Holmgren snapped his head back. Remember that one? Fell back, snapped his head back. They called it on DeAndre Ayton, went and reviewed it. It was actually a foul on Chet Holmgren, who grabbed Ayton and fell back and snapped his head back. Now, to me, you want to get rid of this crap? Review these and assess technicals for flops. If you flop, you can review it and you can get a technical, just like they do in the NHL with embellishment. By the way, they should call it embellishment because embellishment is one of the greatest terms for a foul in the history of sports, or a penalty, if you will. I just love the term embellishment. It's so good. Like, not flopping. Flopping sounds dirty. Embellishment sounds regal. Like, I'm not ashamed of going in for embellishment. If I go in for flopping, kind of douchey. Embellishment, I can live with that. That's not bad at all. Technical fouls for floppers. You flop, they review it. And you know what? I kind of want to, if you're going to have reviews, let's review that. Let's just say, hey, I want to review that for flopping. And if he's flopping, not only do you get a technical, you get like a $50,000 fine or $100,000 fine. It used to be $5,000. Like, make it sting a little bit, okay? Make it sting, because you're getting mad at the players. I get mad at the officials for letting it happen. Now, of course, the players are going to take advantage of it if you let them take advantage of it. If you make it detrimental to not only their team, their playing time, their wallet, maybe they'll stop with that crap. Maybe they'll stop with the flopping, because that was a joke. I mean, Chet Holmgren didn't even get hit in the face. The elbow was like toward the chest. I'm not even sure if it got him. And then he falls back and snaps his head back. It's like, bro, come on. Like, what are you doing? I wish the refs would do what they did to me the first time I tried it. I've told this story. I told it to Steve a few shows ago. And by the way, hopefully we'll have Steve on, get him in the backyard soon. Kerr Watch 2026. Fucking make up your mind, guys. I mean, what are we doing? What are the discussions about? Are we talking about the Giants? Are we talking about like rules you'd like to see implemented in the NBA? We're talking about the World Cup, like maybe trying to get tickets. Like, I don't know. Like, let's go. Let's pick this thing up a little bit. Let's start moving this thing along. Okay. I got shows to do here. I could use the Steve Kerr signed or didn't sign content. So, but either way, we'll have Steve on. We'll get him in the backyard. It's just when's it gonna happen? I don't know. I don't know when it's gonna happen. I hope soon. I hope soon. But yes, let's get rid of. Let's try to abolish flopping the best we can. Players are always going to take advantage if they can. It's up to the officials to not let them take advantage. I was getting to the story when I flopped for the first time. I think it was Jack Neath, might have been Mike Mathis. I'm not positive. Great official. Loved all those old officials. They just looked at me and went, when I fell down, like, you don't do that. You're embarrassing yourself. Like, that's what I want these guys to do. That's what I want these officials to be able to do. Like, look at Chet Holmgren and go, get up. Let's go. What are you doing? You didn't lay in there. Don't reward him for flopping. Why do you think James Harden took advantage of all those underhooks? Because they let him. They called it. Harden would be stupid not to take advantage of it. He got to the free throw line like 10 times a game or more. You're telling me I can go get 8, 9, 10 free points a game and I'm not going to take advantage of it. Now, I'm the idiot because I'm not helping myself. I'm not helping my team. So it's up to the officials to do a better job of policing this crap. And so, all right, real quick, Stanley Cup playoffs. What do we got tonight? Tomorrow, last night was Carolina again beating the Flyers 7-0 so far. It was 6 goals in 7 games, I think it is, something like that. I mean, they're a juggernaut. We got a juggernaut in the East and a juggernaut in the West. We'll see if Colorado can move to 7-0 in the playoffs tomorrow night as they play in Minnesota. How many days they need off between that series? Like when was the last game they played? Let me look at that real quick, because I know they don't play tonight. You got the Sabres at 1-0 on the Canadians, and the Knights and the Ducks are 1-0. But I mean, they played Tuesday. That's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Hey, what do these guys think they are? The NBA first round? We really need 3 days off. Like 3 days off for yeah. Let's take 3 days off between games 2 and 3. These guys are going to forget how to play. So we'll see if the West can have their own version of a juggernaut. Let's see if the Avalanche can go 7-0, and the Hurricanes have already gone to 7-0. So we're going to find out. Hell, the Hurricanes can move to 8-0 on that day. They're playing before the Avalanche play. I'm looking forward to watching the Knights and the Ducks tonight. That'll be fun. My brother's a Knight fan. My buddy Steve's a huge Duck fan. I got to go with the Knights because my mom's a Knight fan. And happy birthday, Mom. I love you. That was her birthday yesterday. Called her, wished her a happy birthday. Played cards with her niece and nephew, and then went out to Lindo Machoken. If you're ever in Vegas, go to a restaurant called Lindo Machoken, Mexican food. Oh, it's incredible. Parking's not easy. Thank you, Mom. Appreciate that. So happy birthday, Mom. I love you. And then Mother's Day. Don't forget Mother's Day, everybody. Mother's Day coming up on Sunday. Lori asked me, what are we doing for Mother's Day? I go, I don't know. You're not my mom. Is that a good answer? I don't know. Ask Weston. Ask Haley. Like, I feel like I'm done. Like, how do husbands get roped into this? Like, if the kids are small, I get it. Right? I mean, kids can't go down there. Like, if I'm laying in bed and Weston and Walker are like 6 and 4 and Haley's 1, I don't say, you guys go make the eggs. Just go make the eggs and the pancakes, okay? Just leave me alone. Let me rest. Like, because they're 6. You know what a kitchen would look like if it was still standing by the time they got done cooking mom breakfast? Not great. When you're like 30 and 28 and 25, okay, you guys have had enough runway now. Your mom, it's Mother's Day. I'll be part of it. Of course I'll be a part of it. I shouldn't have to headline it anymore. Okay. I'm still like headlining Christmas for some reason, but they're like, okay, you guys should have been taking over, and they do. It's kind of a bit, but at some point you do say, like, I'm stepping back. That's why I said, I don't know. I got my mom taken care of. We're good. We're all good. And so, but just a little something. And basically, if your mom's out, just remember her. Just call her. Just say hi. Love you. Love you, Mom. And that's usually pretty good, because I love my mom, and I love her for a lot of different reasons. But one of the reasons is about 5 years ago, she said, why don't we stop with the gifts? Do we really need anything? Do we really got to buy anybody? Like, can we just stop with that? We're like, yeah, that sounds good to us. Like, okay, cool. We're just like, you get to a certain age, you're like, yeah, I don't need anything. If I do, I'll go buy it. I'm not going to wait. If you get to a certain age, you don't wait around for your birthday or Christmas to get something. Like when you're a kid, you wait for that video game. You're like, oh, I can't wait till Christmas. Hopefully mom or dad got me the new Pitfall. Stick it in the Nintendo, get the Pitfall. Love that game. I'm not doing that. If I still played video games, which I might get back into. My son said Resident Evil, the new one that they remastered, I guess the first one with Leon. I love that one. I used to play that when I was with the Warriors. I might get that, but I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to wait till my birthday to get it. I'm like, hey, guys, can you give me the Resident Evil video game for my birthday? I'm gonna wait like 5 months. I'm not gonna get it. I'll just wait. Like, no, I'm gonna go buy it. I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting for Christmas. I'm not waiting for my birthday to get stuff that I want. I'll go get it. So, anywho, this is yeah, that's what my son's doing too. He's streaming it and playing it. He said it's really good. It's kind of spooky too, which the first one was. See, the thing I liked about the first Resident Evil and the second Resident Evil is that there were puzzles involved. And I love the puzzles. It was very creepy, very spooky. And then you had the puzzles. It wasn't just the monsters. And then slowly but surely, they kind of phased out the puzzles and it just became about beating the zombies and beating the bosses and stuff like that. I didn't like it as much. It just wasn't as fun to play. And so, and like I need the puzzles. I'm not great at fighting. Like I sometimes I'd have to hand Weston the controller and go, not back then. He wasn't even born back then. That's when I was playing for the Warriors. But so like the last three, you'll know what I like video games wise when I tell you the last three video games I've played. Last of Us, God of War. God of War is pretty big, but God of War is a badass game. That God of War is a sweet game. And maybe even like a Resident Evil or something like that. No, it was something different than that. It was kind of a zombie game, but I can't remember the name of it. But I enjoyed that one too. It's got to be third. Yes, I did play Uncharted, but I played something before that. Uncharted was a while ago, but it's got to be third person. Like I like third person shooters or third person role playing games, stuff like that. I don't like first person. It freaks me out. I don't know what I'm doing. I can't move. I can't shoot. I run into stuff all the time. It's like third person, I'm good. First person shooter, I feel like I start off playing the game after drinking a 12-pack of beer. Like the buttons don't make any sense. Again, I'm running into stuff. I can't shoot shit because I'm trying to run and shoot at the same time. Like, forget it. But just forget it. It's not going to happen. Call of Duty, that type of game, not a chance. That game was so big. Black Ops, all that. And the boys love playing that. No. If it's first person, I won't play it. Oh, you know what? I played Red Dead. Red Dead was pretty badass too. I do like Red Dead. So those are the type of games I like. Kind of the role playing action games, or where there's puzzles involved and you got to find certain things. Uncharted was cool because they had the maps and you had to find certain things. So that's the kind of stuff that I enjoyed, and that's why I enjoyed the Resident Evil, the first one, because the puzzles were there. But I don't know that I've ever played a game as creepy as Resident Evil, the first one, because that was so new at the time. And if you turn all the lights out and played that game, that was actually kind of, I won't say scary. I won't go that far, but it was creepy. Like in the context of the game, when you're walking down the street and it's kind of foggy and there's shadows and you can feel like something on the back of your neck a little bit, like, say, hey, whoa, what are we doing here? This isn't real. What are we doing? Oh, should have turned the lights a little bit. Let me turn the lights. Anybody around? Not gonna see me, are we? Yeah, like I love like that. Yeah, Resident Evil was like, it was just, that was just a banger. Love that game. So I might get that. Yeah, I might. I gotta boot everything up. DOS booted up. I haven't fired up the PS4 or 5. I don't even know what PS I have. There it is. Yeah, that house, that creepy ass house. And they had like paintings on the wall that you had to rearrange in a certain chronological order to get you out of the room and stuff like that. So it was really cool. I did enjoy that. So maybe. Oh, I did play. No, I'm looking at you guys right now on the. I played GTA. I just beat the shit out of people. Like I always had the cops on my ass. I didn't care who you were. If I had a bat, you were getting sculled. And I was going to come up and just skull you. And then it'd be like one siren, two sirens, then all of a sudden every cop in the city's after me. And that's I didn't oh, the other one was it Godfather or Mob? I think it was Godfather. Like that was a good one. The mafia one. You had to run certain missions around the city, and that was pretty sweet. I did enjoy that one. That was fun. But GTA, the kids played. I didn't play it, although I did play it a couple times. Like I said, just to beat the crap out of people, which I would do, and just come up behind people. The best for like the and my wife would like or my daughter, like if I hit like an old lady or something, like the shopping cart, just come up and kneecap her with the bat. It like gets sad. I'm like, but it's not a real person. Like it's just like it's pixels. That's all it is. Pixels. That Leon right there. There. Look at that. That's right. You're like, how do you get out? How do we get out of the room? I don't know how we get out of the room. Let's figure. Oh shit. The ceiling's coming down. What do we do? Oh, let me help you. Are you still look at that? Look at those graphics. For that back in the day, the graphics were pretty sweet, I gotta say. Oh, look at that. Is she gonna get it? Oh, thank God. Thank God. Just made it. Just made it. But it's like when I yell at Alexa. Hey Alexa, shut the fuck up. And then like Lori will say, "Well, don't you yell at her?" I'm like, "What do you mean yell at her? Wait, how do you know it's a her?" Like, I don't like it's a computer program. It's just like not a real person in there. Like when I yell, "Alexa, shut the fuck up," Alexa doesn't go like this. Now, if she did, that would freak me out. If she like actually had the crying sounds, they that breathing when you're trying not to cry, but you can't stop yourself. If Alexa did that, then it'd be kind of spooky. Then it might be kind of like, hey, okay, I'll be nice. Alexa, please, pretty please, sugar on top. Would you mind turning yourself off? Thank you. I appreciate that. So there you go. I didn't plan on talking video games or Alexa today, but here we are. You never know what you're gonna get into. But yeah, Resident Evil maybe. What else did I want to get into? I had all kinds of crap written down here. Oh yeah, that's maybe why I started went on a tangent. I had NBA written down, I had NHL written down, and I had Giants written down. Holy shite. I mean, it's God, they stink. It is terrible. It is terrible. Like, it can't hit. They really don't pitch. I mean, Webb's not very good so far. I don't want to hear anything about Hauser and Molly, okay? They're just like stop gaps they paid a couple million to, and hopefully it would work out. And I guess you get what you pay for, but they're like, whatever. Easily replaceable. Easily replaceable. You wouldn't miss them if they didn't take their next turn in the lineup. They're the guys that when they do pitch well, everyone highlights it. Like, hey, great outing, best outing of the year. They go, yeah, great. We need about 12 more of those. Roop has been really good, and Ray's been really good. Those are the two. Give up a little bit too many long balls, but still. And then Webb hasn't been great. He's had a couple good games, but it's just you need more than that. Sorry, we need more from you. When you're scoring 2.5, 3 runs a game, we can't have those. You can't have those type of outings. I know you're going to, but you can't. How about that? I know you're going to, but you can't, or it's going to screw up the program. I mean, this team can't hit like at all. At all. Let me repeat, at all. Like they're not even close. You look at runs scored, and I don't even want to look. I looked at this last. They were like so far away from like, I mean, it's like the Mets had them by like 15, 20 runs. And the Mets don't score. The Mets stink. Mets can't hit. And the Mets offense was, I'm not going to say significantly better. Almost grabbed the wrong beer there. Well, it's a good backup to have though, because it's actually pretty tasty, but I'm just about done with this. But it's no guilt. But like, what about this team jumps out at you is like, okay, if this happens, then I could see where they, can turn it. Again, it's 37 games, and I'm going to apologize to me because I said 40 games. I'll get to 40. Maybe I'll do it at 40 as well. Yeah, go ahead and throw that up there. That's runs. So 115. The Mets have 134. Same amount of games. So it's the gap is disturbing. So what is that? A gap of 19? Okay, let's find the next 19-run gap between the Mets and the next team. So you'd have 134 and 153. So you got to go all the way down to the Red Sox. I mean, look at the teams too. There's some good teams down there, like you wouldn't expect down there, right? Philly, Toronto, the Rangers, Mets, Boston, Seattle. You kind of expect because Seattle's all about pitching. You'd expect them to be a little better than that, maybe offensively, but it didn't shock me to see Seattle down there. Like Seattle will probably get it turned around a little bit, but they at least have pitching to rely on, like that's starting pitching, and then their closers nails. Although I'm not sure how he's been doing this year. But so 115, go to the best in the league. How many runs are between them and the Dodgers, them and the Yankees, maybe? I bet you the Angels are top 5 in runs scored. I bet you they're pretty close. The Braves, 213. Hold on a second. They're almost 100 runs, behind the Braves. Is it Braves have 37 games played too? 38. So one more. Oh, so that's where the difference is. Yeah, okay. Wait till the Giants get that game in tonight. That'll be huge. They can close the gap there. Where are my Angels? My Angels, if my Angels fall out of the top 10, that's not bad for them. 12. That's okay. Okay, they were like top 5 for a while. I'm about to talk about a team that can't pitch. But at least they can score. At least they're fun to watch. Like Trout's really fun to watch. Neto is fun to watch. Soler is actually swinging the bat a little bit this year. Adele's been okay. And for those of you that are watching, why is I always mention the Angels? Because the Angels are my favorite team, okay? And I still watch the Giants. So those are the two teams that I watch. Neither are good. They're good. They're bad for different reasons. But I can deal with a team that scores and loses, that hits home runs and loses. Go back to that. Go back because I want to look at the go over to HRs. HR pumping stuff. You can't get a little and you can't get enough. So 23 and 24. So the Brewers have 24. They have 23. Okay, very good. Go to the top of the chart for home runs. So 23. Good Lord. Yankees have 60, 61. There's my Angels. They have 47 home runs. I mean, it's anemic. And here's the scary part, Giant fans. Here's the scary part. I can't imagine it's going to stay this way, but like they got a lot of money tied up into these guys. Like Devers, most notably, Adames, Chapman. And I know Adames and Chapman were guys you signed because of not only their defense, and Chapman's a better defender than Adames, but clubhouse. You want guys like that in the clubhouse, and it's fine. But you can't have too many of those guys that aren't hitting. You just can't. I mean, last I checked, Adames and Devers still had their OPS in the 500s. Now, I know Devers just hit a home run, so I'm not sure if he's still in the 500s. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter. It's not like if it was 605, I'd go, oh, whew, here we go. So you can't win the pennant in the first 40, 50 games, but you can lose it if you get too far behind. and they're in danger of getting so far behind, so buried that they're not going to be able to climb their way out of it. That it's going to take them, 3 months to get back to 500, and that's a slog. That is a slog. One thing I read today that I found a really interesting article in The Athletic, and streaky hitters that aren't good, well, then they wouldn't be streaky. They'd just be bad. And right now they are. But they have to get better. They do. Why? Because I sold you on it. I told you early in the season, don't worry about the offense. Offense will be fine. Offense, it's terrible. Absolutely terrible. But when you look at the offense in Major League Baseball now, they're talking about how the shift in the infield, how the rules limiting the shift hasn't really resulted in a lot more singles, a lot more base hits, higher averages for teams. And they said the reason for that is the outfield defense is still shifting and teams still want to hit the ball in the air. And that's where the lack of a really stellar outfield defense has hurt the Giants in the past. I don't know how much that is affecting this year's version, because really it's all about the offense for me. Like, this is strictly about the offense. Pitching has not been great. They need a closer, but it doesn't matter. Like, none of this matters if you're averaging 3 runs a game. And they are like just a tad over. If my math serves, 37 times 3 would be 111. I think they had 115 runs, so it's like 3.01, 3 point, whatever it is. I mean, that's just, it reminds me of that line in Animal House, 0.0. Fat, dumb, and stupid is no way to go through life. Like, scoring 3 runs a game is no way to go through a baseball season. I mean, so they are, not only are they not good, there's nothing entertaining about this team right now. Nothing. Casey Schmidt is really the only thing that's entertaining. Like, when Casey Schmidt comes up, you want to see that at bat. And if I told you before the season that's where the Giants would be at, you would say, fuck me. Like, that's where we're at. But it's true, and he is kind of fun to watch. I mean, Casey Schmidt's having a hell of a start to the season. I don't know. I don't know. Because the answers are the guys that are getting paid the money to play well need to play better. That's the answer. I don't know what else to tell you. There's no, hey, let's do this. Let's take the order, put it in a hopper, like a bingo hopper, and start just pulling out names. Batting third, number 4. You have to play better. And it's a scary thought to think that Devers won't play better, and like he has to. But this isn't him. This can't be him, can it? Like, there's just no way. You can't go downhill this quick unless there's something in your private life that's really affecting you. And there's always that possibility. There's always that possibility that something off the field is affecting your performance on the field when you see a dramatic drop like this. Because I refuse to believe a guy who was an 850 to 900 OPS guy is all of a sudden a 600 OPS guy, or even a 700 OPS guy. If he was an 800 OPS guy, I would say, okay, I still think there's room to get better because I've seen it, but okay, like 800 solid. It's well above average. But when you're 600, whew, I mean, come on. That doesn't seem possible. Enjoy, Giant fans. Enjoy. Are they even let me look real quick. Standings. Are they behind the Rockies? Yep, half a game behind the Rockies. Half a game behind the fucking Rockies. Like, you should never be behind the Rockies. The Giants right now run differential. Let's just go through this while we're at it, just because you guys are having so much fun. They are minus 42. Minus 42. Let's see who is worse. No. Phillies are minus 42. So the Phillies and the Giants are both minus 42. Orioles are minus 37. White Sox are minus 16. So there you go. Astros minus 37. So you have Astros and Orioles at minus 37, Phillies and Giants at minus 42. So the Giants have the worst run differential in the league. So not only are they not scoring, they're also giving up runs. It just, I mean, to be honest, though, they've only given up 157, which is the same amount of runs the Padres have given up, 157. It's just the Padres have scored 163. And so it just, again, I wish I could tell you like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, and you should be good. And you're not good. You're like not good. It's in fact, I mean, unless you're going to be out at the game tonight, like I'll watch some of the game, but I would rather watch. I'd rather watch the Yankees and the Brewers. We got Jacob Mizorowski, the Miz, the Master. For those of you that remember the old pool commercials, the Miz, the Master, against Max. A little bit of chicken fried, a cold beer on it. That's a good matchup right there. Yankees, Brewers, Fried, and Mizorowski. Then you got the Braves and the Dodgers going tonight. Sale and Ed Sheeran pitching for the Dodgers. So that'll be a fun game to watch as well. Like there's nothing that's pulling you to whoever this guy's name is for the Pirates and the Rays. I mean, not until the Giants can start, getting the offense going in the right direction. So, again, we'll see. I mean, it's been a weird baseball year anyway, because the Phillies stink. Although they've been playing better baseball as of late, the Mets stink. The NL Central doesn't have a team below 500. What? The Giants are terrible. Red Sox, terrible. Rays are back to being good again after taking a year off from being good. They're like, hey, wait, we're the Rays. We're going to be good. And then the Athletics in the AL West leading the way at 19-18. What a division that is. 19-18 leads the division. And they're the only team in the AL West above 500. The only team. That's why the Angels and Astros are both 4.5 back at 15-23. They're 15-23 and only 4.5 back. Although I always find that argument to be stupid. Don't worry about what you are. Just worry about how many games back you are. No, you probably should worry that you're 15-23. Don't worry about how many games back you are. How about just worrying about being a better ball club? Worrying about being a better ball club. So we'll see if Rodriguez is the answer or Eldridge is again. I will repeat what I said. The guys that you pay the money to be good need to be good. And if they're not good, they can't be that far away from good. They can't be, holy shit, you are horrendous, bad. You can't have that. You can't. Then that doesn't work. Like, unless you're the Dodgers or maybe the Yankees, where you can get away with having guys that are making millions of dollars not play that well, you're going to be screwed, because they can have other guys. They have other guys that are making millions of dollars, and they have more guys that are making millions of dollars. So they could have a couple guys. And then they have, the pipeline. So I just can't do it. Can't have it. Can't win with it. Oh, boy. That's why. This is something I haven't gotten into lately at all. The Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel story. I just didn't get into it because it just I don't know. I don't know why I didn't get into it. I don't know, just maybe I was into more things and just, but it won't go away. It will not go away. I mean, you got Mike Vrabel taking boat trips with Diana Rossini when she's pregnant. Like, what are we doing? Like, I had no idea. They had no shame about this whatsoever. Like, this made the trip to Sedona seem tame. Like, you're like in casinos where everyone can see you looking like you're a couple. Like, excuse me. Now, here's a like I can't imagine Rossini works again. The more of this story that keeps coming out, and it's not a great look when you're like dinging your husband too in interviews, stuff like, but whatever. That's their relationship. I could care less. The only part that kind of interested me about this now is this has turned into like a mainstream type story. This isn't like a sports story. It's a mainstream story. And how much are the Patriots going to put up with? Like, how much does Kraft want to put up with? There you go. Like, hey, you ready to get on the boat? Yeah. How you feeling? Need any medication? How's the morning sickness? Like, if you're having an affair with somebody and you ask them how's the morning sickness, that's probably you probably should like get to a mirror as quickly as possible and just say, what am I doing here? What am I doing? What am I doing? I mean, unless it's yours, of course, then who knows? But I mean, that's all tabloid gossip. See, that's the reason I didn't get into this because I knew once I started talking about it, I was going to start saying stupid shit like that. But it could be true. Who knows? But it just this isn't going away. It seems like this is like coordinated to like, you know how I always say the NFL's never too far away from your thoughts because they won't let you get too far away. There's no doubt about that. But the NFL won't let you get too far away from your thoughts because it's like, okay, we got the combine and we got free agency and we got the draft and then we're going to have the schedule coming out pretty soon and then we're going to have camp coming out pretty soon and then all of a sudden it's preseason games, a Hall of Fame game coming out, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's a season is upon us. By the way, you better get yourself Netflix if you want to watch the Niners. Apparently, the Niners and the Rams will be playing on Netflix from down under on Netflix. So I have Netflix, so I'll be able to watch the game. Hopefully, it's a better production than that fucking Giants Yankees fiasco. Like, give me some better announcers. Don't try to make it so much of a Super Bowl feel with your entertainers and your committee. Just give me the goddamn game, okay? That's what I want. Like you can't. I would say you screwed up the Giants Yankees game, but the Giants screwed that one up. The Yankees just blew them out, so it wasn't a game anyway, so no one gave a crap. But just can we just get the football game in this one? If you are indeed doing this game, just do the football game. All right, Netflix, don't fuck it up. We don't need a concert. We don't need comedians. We don't need stupid human tricks. We don't need dogs and cats. Just give us the football game. Give us the football game. All right, back to Rossini and Vrabel. Yeah, I like at some point, and somebody mentioned that yeah, Kraft with his issues at the massage parlor. But look, owners don't fire themselves. So one thing everybody that follows sports should know: owners do not fire themselves. Okay, the owners are the owners. Doesn't matter what they do; they can keep it as long as they want to keep it. I mean, John Fisher will tell you that. Like, you think I'm going to fire me? I know you want me to fire me. I know you hate me. I'm probably a bad owner, but it doesn't matter because I am going to keep the team. So Kraft ain't selling jack crap. Didn't matter what he did, and that was a long time ago anyway. But, and I don't think it'll come to this, but wow, does it look bad? Like it looks awful. I mean, you're not getting rid of a guy that just took your team to the Super Bowl. You're not getting rid of a guy that helped you win Super Bowls as a player. You're not getting rid of somebody who's steeped in Patriot tradition. I don't think, unless it just keeps going and going and going and is unrelenting. And so again, the only time I brought this up was in the context of the whole insider thing, which I don't get, which seems kind of seedy to me anyway. And it didn't surprise me that someone was caught sleeping with someone. Um, Here's the thing, though: favors don't always have to be sexual. You can do something for somebody in return for something. Your quid pro quo. I was going to say pid pro quo, pid quo quo. So it doesn't have to be like, hey, uh, nookie for the cookie? I don't know. Rhymes. Sounds good. Let's do it. There's all kinds of things. So the insider things, like I said, it's seedy to me. Like, why would you give up that information to somebody? Because you're going to get something in return, presumably, for that information. Okay, well, what are we giving up? What are we doing? Well, next time something happens, if something unflattering comes out about you or the organization, I'll tone it down. I won't come after you guns blazing. Like, I'll tone it down. Try and maybe keep certain things from getting out if I can. Like, it just, again, the whole thing is seedy to me. This goes well beyond that, of course, because you have families involved, you have kids involved, and it just sucks for them. It just sucks that you're reading about this stuff constantly online. You can stay offline, but good luck trying to do that. You got to read about your mom or dad. The whole thing sucks. That it's this public, but they did it. They did this stupid shit. And again, like, how can you be that brazen in doing what you're doing, like out in public? Like, if indeed they're doing what we think they're doing, what they have been alleged to do, and it certainly seems that way. It certainly seems that way. Like, I can't imagine when Lori was pregnant, she was going on a boat trip with some other dude. Like, let's go on a boat trip. Who you going with? Dan. Dan. Do you mean Danette? Like Danny? Like as in a girl? Danny, girl, Danny, with an I, Dani. Because that wouldn't be cool. And I'm sure that uh, they just keep on coming though, man. The hits keep on coming. They probably think, oh, we made it to no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Well, when you keep going out in public and you don't try to hide anything, of course people are gonna have they're gonna have cameras and pictures and all kinds of stuff. People probably had pictures of them together, didn't think much of it. And then all of a sudden now they're like, whoa, wait a minute. Let me go back and dig through the cloud. See what we have. Ooh, there it is. Okay. I see it now. I see it. So again, I who knows if she ever works again. I can't imagine she'd ever work in the same capacity, like being an NFL inside. Not a chance. Not a chance. Every time she would run a story, there are going to be jokes. There's going to be innuendo. There's going to be people wondering, how'd she get that story? Is what it is. Like, it is what it is. But him, I'm just wondering. And the whole draft, he's not going to be there on day 3 of the draft. He's got to see his therapist or counselor. I think, what? On a Saturday? Yeah, those appointments are easy to come by, I'm sure. I'm going to go see my therapist when? This Saturday. Your therapist works Saturdays? For me, the person that I got set up with does. Yeah. So yeah, I won't be there. Like, it was that important to do it and they couldn't do it Monday? It almost sounded like a punishment. Like, you could have waited till Sunday. Saturday evening. I'm sure if the therapist is ready to go Saturday afternoon, they'd have been fine Saturday evening. Maybe have a cocktail. And therapists come over, get some old fashions, sit down and chat. That was just dumb. He won't be there Saturday. He's got an appointment. Did you go see your dentist that day too? Because I know a lot of dentists that are open on Saturday. And you go 2 birds with 1 stone. All right, before we get out of here, we'll take some comments too. So this is where I'm going to need, like, you can help me out with this. So certain words and phrases just set me off now for no reason. And I don't mean set me off like I'm going to go out and just like, well, I won't say that, but I'm going to go out and do something stupid. But just bother me, like raise my hackles a little bit, like just shut up. I mentioned one earlier. I hate when people say masterclass now. I do. I said it makes you sound like a master dick. It just, oh, he put on a real master class. Oh, what a master class. A pitching master class, a basketball master class, a coaching master class. Just fucking master, shut the fuck up. Just stop. Your master class this, master class that. That bothers me. Another thing that bothers me is when people say ethical basketball. Like, shut up with your ethical basketball. These turds that say that think they're smart for saying it, maybe think they're cute for saying it. Like, they're the same ones that say foul grifting too. Oh, they're foul grifting because they always use it when they're talking about OKC. Ethical basketball. Like sports has ever been ethical. Like, no one ever cheats in sports. Like, no one ever tries to gain an advantage in sports. Like, no one ever does things that may cross a little bit of a line, possibly, maybe not, but trying to help their team win. Nobody's ever done that. Like, nobody standing on second base would relay signs to the batter. No one would ever try to find a way to steal signs to give their team a better chance to win. No one would ever try and decode a team's signals and on a football field to try and find a way to figure out their calls or their audibles no one would ever do anything like that. No one would ever flop or embellish or do what they could to give their team a leg up in winning. Like, no one ever does that. So this whole thing, I don't know when it started recently, this whole ethical basketball, like, we want ethical basketball. Like, just shut up. You sound like an asshole when you say that. You really do. Because sports, everyone's trying to win. Everyone's trying to cheat. Cheating, you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. I don't know that I completely on board with that, completely on board with it, but I know it exists. And I know it's existed forever, especially now. Big money, big stakes. You're going to give yourself every single advantage you can to try and win. Everyone likes a paycheck. Everyone wants to keep drawing that paycheck. Everyone wants to stay employed. If you have a chance to better your chances at staying employed, meaning helping the team win, whether it be a championship, division title, whatever it is, you're going to do it. So stop it with the ethical basketball. Like what? We're gonna go buy organic food, the foods at Chase. Like, let me get my organic foods and on some ethical basketball on the side, please. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. How did you treat that cow? Oh, I don't know if I can eat that taco. I hate that. And then foul grifting. This goes hand in hand with ethical basketball. Like Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is a foul grifter because he tries to draw fouls. James Harden was a foul grifter. Okay. And I've already told you this. This is the official's fault. It's not the player's fault. It's the official's fault. If the officials called flopping, if there was a mechanism, which there was at one point, I don't know what happened to it. They used to be able to fine guys for flopping. It was nominal, $5,000, $10,000. Who cared? They were going to flop anyway. They didn't care about $5,000, $10,000. But if they raised that to $50,000, $100,000, and they gave you a tech, that's the real key. It's not so much the money. It's, can we dissuade you from doing this? How do we dissuade you from doing this? Well, one way we can dissuade you from doing this is ding your team. Put your team at a disadvantage. And if you get a tech or you're not playing, that puts you at a disadvantage. If it's a foul, if teams get free throws out of it, you get a tech, you get a free throw. That's how we do it. You have somebody in-house on a video monitor if they think they saw. And look, we can retroactively go ding these guys. Like, if you have somebody, I've always said, forget the replays, forget the challenges. Give me a dude in a skybox. If it looks funky, have him stop the game. Let him watch it. 4K TV. I'll do it. Flat screen, 4-pack of beer. I'll watch the games for you. It may get a little blurry in the fourth quarter, a little fuzzy for me, but I'll be fine. I can still figure it out. But let me watch the game and try and figure out like, and if you're an official and you think you saw a flop, go to the monitor real quick. Monitor real quick. Shouldn't take any more than 30 seconds. Be easy to spot the flop. And then they got to get rid of the arm grab where guys grab arms and the offensive player grabs and like starts yelling. And this isn't new. Paul Pressey did that to me 40 years ago. And I was like, God dang it, Paul. But it wasn't a huge thing. Now everybody does it. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander just happens to be the best at it. You want to stop it? Don't call it. Don't give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm not going to blame him. So for those of you that call him a grifter, a foul grifter, or unethical basketball, shut up. He's trying to win. He's trying to help the Oklahoma City Thunder win. Okay? Period. You want to get that stuff out of the game, legislate it out of the game, have your officials call it, and have them get rid of flopping. It's that simple. Okay, last thing that I have to get to. And this just happened a couple of days ago. So a little loose on the details here. But I do know this. We need to do something about elderly people in the self-checkout line at the local supermarkets. And I'm not saying that I root for everybody and I don't want to be an ageist because I'm 60 years old. And every time I see someone out there that's grinding away, like if you're 70 and you're out there on the path and you're walking, or if you're jogging, or you have your little like 2-pound weights, so you're doing the whole thing. Like I always tell them, I go, don't do it at the same time. It looks like I'm pumped for him. I go like, oh, that's awesome. You're still out here. Like you're 70 and you're grinding. It's great. Like I love it. But when you start impacting like me at the supermarket checkout line, then we got a problem. I was standing at the self-checkout line, which is supposed to be really quick, right? That's what it's there for. Scan, pay, out. You don't even have to wait for your receipt. Like they go, hey, wait for your. No, I don't want my receipt. Just they do boop. It's easy. Boop, boop, beep. And by the way, always pick 0 bags. I don't care if you've loaded up 3 bags. Pick 0. We're gonna know. No one's gonna know. No one's gonna care. They're a dime each. Just get the bags. And by the way, I always do that. Sometimes I'll push 1 bag. But if you're gonna give me a paper bag without handles, what kind of terrorist makes paper bags without handles? I gotta carry it from the bottom. Like what? Like how can a paper bag always has to have handles? Always. You can't at the store say, here, put your groceries in this paper bag without handles, unless somebody's goofing on me and laughing at me as I'm walking out. So I was standing in line yesterday. Again, it's supposed to be a quick process. There were 4 elderly people taking up every last terminal. And I stood there, and I stood there, and I stood there. I think I may have done this a few times. Ah, you do the deep. Nobody, they didn't pay it. They didn't pay attention to me. But this is what happens. Boop. And then they look at it. What do you need to look at it for? Or they'll look at the screen. You look at the screen like, did it match up with what I just bought? Boop. Bigelow tea. Tea proudly. I'll set that over here. Oh, get this one. Oh, let me look at it. Okay. Boop. I mean, it's just, oh, and then heaven help you if an elderly person has produce. No. No. All of a sudden the light goes off like they just hit a jackpot. Like they're looking for triple sevens. You're looking for triple sevens. And the light goes off. And it's like, oh, Jesus. They got produce. They got produce. They got produce. Oh, shit. Because look, it could be a little tricky, right? You get produce. You got to push a button. Then if it's lettuce, you got to say, okay, it's butter leaf lettuce. Boop. And then you just set it down and weigh it. And then you're good to go after that. You're good to go. Like once you figure out the it's like, okay, I got to put it in, and you might have to like you might have to put like a letter in. Like let's say you got plums. Okay, so I got M through P. Okay, M through P. Boom, we got it here. Okay, P. Okay, plums. Okay, we got this kind of plum. Boom, we're good. Got to weigh it. Oh, and you know what they don't notice? That there's actually like on some of the fruit and vegetables, there's actually a scan on there. You just scan it. Boop, like a head of lettuce. Boop, boop, you're good. So produce, you might as well just shut the goddamn store down. Just shut it down. It's over. It's over. You're done. Go get in line somewhere. Don't wait. Go get in line somewhere. And then if it's organic, then just light yourself on fire. Just poof. Flame on, Johnny. Because you're going to combust anyway. You're going to be so frustrated that they got, okay, we got the produce taken care of. Oh, it's organic. Holy shit. What kind of potatoes are those? I don't know. Are they the red potatoes? Are they the gold potatoes? Are they the Yukon potatoes? Are they the Denali potatoes? Are they the russet potato? Like, oh no, just no potatoes. Like just, but and then you think, oh, we've made it. Oh, we've made it. We've got it. We've made it through. It's like I could have gone on the Matterhorn already. Like any ride at Magic Mountain, I could have ridden twice by now. But no, I'm in the checkout, this self checkout that's supposed to let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Here we go. Uh-oh. Here he goes. He's going to do the oh. I think he thought he had bananas and he had plantains. I was like, you mother. Oh. Oh. So you finally get through it. And you're like, oh my, okay, good. Woo. Woo. We made it. We've made it through. We're here. And then guess what? Coupons. Coupons. You gotta match the coupons up with like the items. It's like, what did I get this item? Is it expired? What do we got here? You gotta scan it, or do I need to punch in a code? Like, how do I? And here comes the light on again. Somebody hit another jackpot. Fantastic. All right, we got coupons. Oh, but we're done with coupons now. Thank God we're done with coupons. Are we done with coupons? We're done with coupons. Thank goodness gracious. Okay, let's move on. We're just about done, right? Yep. All we got to do is pay. Yeah, that's all you got to do is pay. Boop, and you're good. Boop, and you're good. But no, they don't boop, and you're good. They take out a wallet or they take out a purse and start putting in, you guessed it, cash. Cash. Because that's what you want to do. You want to bring cash to the self checkout terminal. You don't want to boop. No, let's bring in cash. So they put in the cash and it goes in and then it comes back out. And then it goes in and it comes back out. So they take it out and they, let me take the creases out of it. Let me they got a little wrinkle there. Oh, hey, the corner. Yeah, I should send this in and get it graded. Let me stick it up. Whoop, boop, that comes back out. Okay, let me turn it over as if that's the problem. And boop, boop, coming out. So now I don't know what to do. So they give it one last kind of rub, and they're like, okay, let's just flatten it out one last time. Let me turn it around. Let me turn Ben around one more time and just stick it in this way. Zoop, and it's gone. It disappears. And you're good to go. But then the change comes. And they're trying to figure out where the change is coming from. I hear the coins drop. I hear the coins drop. it's like I know you played the slot machine, lady. I mean, just it's right down there. Okay, you just grab your coins and just please, for the love of God, please move on. Because now I've been standing in line so long, I'm gonna go have to buy razors so when I get home I can shave. Because my beard is longer, my hair has grown out, I look like a chia pet now, all because you didn't do the right thing. So what is the right thing? The right thing is to go stand in line. Those people are there to help you. You don't have to hit a jackpot for those people to come there and help you. They are there to help you. They will bag everything for you. They will boop everything for you. They'll take your cash. They'll run your coupons for you. It's just that simple. So I don't know what the age is. I don't think we could get away with 65 and under in front of the self-checkout. I'm pretty sure that's not going to work. It's not going to be like a ride at Disneyland, 42 inches or taller, and you got to go stand up. What are you? Oh, let's stand up a little bit more, 42 and a half. Okay, I'm good. I can go ride the ride. I don't think we're going to have that. I don't think we can get away with the 65 and under because I'm sure there are people that are 66 that are perfectly capable of doing the self-checkout. Perfectly capable. But when there's people waiting, like there should never be a 4 deep line with 4 terminals taken. There should never be a 4 deep line or 5 deep line, or I think yesterday might have even been 6 deep line at the self-checkout. There just shouldn't be. It's there to alleviate those things. So if you can't get in, get out, and don't bring 25 items. Don't do that. Okay? Just did like 5 items, 10 max. I think I've had 10 one time. But I know what the hell I'm doing. I can get in and out in 2 minutes. Boop, 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 boop. And one last thing, too. This has nothing to do with the people going through the self-checkout. I've dinged them already. Okay? Love you guys. You know where you stand, though. Get somebody to help you out. Stop fucking up my day. But now what was I gonna say? Was it the boop and the beep and the boop shit. I forgot what I was gonna say. That's what happens sometimes. You just like go and you like think, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna get I know what it is. It's the every single time. Every goddamn time I go. And sometimes I have to go twice a day because I forget something and I don't live like less than a mile from the Safeway. So I'm like, I'll just run back over there and get it. They ask you every time, would you like to help feed the hungry? Would you like to donate money to the hungry? And I'm like, oh, shit. I give $3 to $5 every single time. Like every time I give $3 to $5. But when I go there twice a day, I'm like, do I got to give again? Like I've already been here. I already gave you guys like 4 cheeseburgers or whatever I'm giving you. I mean, $5. I don't know what you're getting. I mean, you probably should be able to get some nuggets or some cheeseburgers or who knows what the hell they feed you guys for $5 a day. I'm not even sure where it's going. I'm hoping it's going to a good cause. Like I'm doing it like most people when they give somebody something or they donate something. You know what? Most of us, why we do it? To make ourselves feel better. I don't give a shit about the dude eating the burger. Like, we're not going to think about that guy ever again. But you make yourself feel good. Like, I feel pretty good. I did something good today. I gave money to that some dude needed a burger. You got a burger. Oh, we're good. Like, but I don't know if I want to do it twice. I don't know if I want to feel good about myself twice in one day. But I still do it. I may go like $3 instead of $5, but I do it every time. I was like, damn, I wish they knew. I wish they knew that I was here so I could say, sorry, I already been here. Because I feel like somebody's watching me. Like if I push no thanks, it's like someone's going to pop out of the woodwork and fucking their stomach's going to be like caved in like, oh, you killed me. Like, fuck, I'm sorry. I just gave you, I was here earlier. I gave you money earlier. Like, all right, let me go buy something else. I'll give you $3. Okay, son of a bitch. Let me go get some cinnamon graham crackers. That's what I got last night, by the way. I had a hankering for cinnamon graham crackers. I haven't had cinnamon graham crackers in forever. You give me a sleeve of cinnamon graham crackers and a big glass of milk, toast. Graham crackers cooked, out, done. Break the graham cracker in half, stick it in your mouth, then you put milk in, gets a little soggy, chew it up, you're good. Beautiful graham flavor, beautiful cinnamon flavor. Just delicious. Love it. So there you go. So yeah, every time I go, I do. I just here's your money. Here's your money. I just hope I don't have to go 2 times in a day. All right, let's take some comments. I've rambled on enough. Again, we covered a lot of topics today. We hit a lot of stuff. We're like in or out. I mean, we hit NBA. We hit, what else did we hit? Hit NHL. We hit the Giants. We hit Vrabel, Rossini. We hit some video games as well, which I didn't expect to hit. We hit the elderly going to the self-checkout. We hit, I hate the word masterclass now. You do know that. I do hate that word. And I think we might have hit a few other things. I don't even know. I mean, we're just kind of all over the board today, which is kind of what Fridays are for. Although before I go, we got to get to pop up a couple of those stories on the we got one dude that beat up a couple other people because they turned his internet off. And I'd beat up somebody too if they turned my internet off, except for there's only one problem. It wasn't his internet. He was using their internet. Like, you can't beat somebody up if you're stealing their internet. I don't think. This guy did. So I know it's going to surprise you. He was intoxicated. But yeah, he said he knocked on the door and said, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like, what do you mean, what are you doing? You turn the internet off? Yeah. Pow. Turn your internet back on. I'm using that. I'm using that. What are you doing? Like, it's our internet. That's our internet. It's an apartment. And dude was charged with like attempted murder. Like, I'm going to guess he has some issues. That's just a wild guess by me that he has issues. Like, you're stealing, so you should be happy. Like, you steal someone's internet, they turn, okay, cool. As long as they don't notice, they turn it back on, I'll jump back on. No, not this guy. Not this guy. I mean, there's no doubt he's probably in the middle of a Pornhub session. He's like, oh, yeah. Hey. What the? Oh, my. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like, what are we doing? We did turn the. Look at me. You son of a bitch. Can't believe you did that. So, yeah. Not my internet, but you turned off your internet, which I was using. You inconvenienced me. I'm going to guess it was probably not one of those high-class apartment buildings. I'm going to guess it's the one with the, I don't know, maybe they have the bars on the windows. Maybe it's outside doors. You don't even go into an apartment building. It's just like your doors are on the outside, like a motel. The stairs are on the outside. The pool's right there. And you just walk up and go into a door and steal people's internet. The other one was a dude got arrested for flying a drone while he was hammered. Which I thought, why is that even a crime? Like, if you're flying a drone while you're hammered. I guess he was flying it like really low and it was endangering people. And he was trying to see if someone was following him. So now I don't know. Maybe in the story, I didn't get all the way through the story. I don't know how low is low. Like, I don't know if it was like 6 feet. Like, he's flying around, like buzzing people's towers. He was like Tom Cruise in Top Gun. That's a negative, Knight Rider. And then he just buzzed the tower anyway. Like, maybe that's what this guy was doing. Maybe he's just buzzing everyone's tower. And they're like, hey, wait, you know what? Can you take that thing up a little bit? Maybe get it up 200-300 feet? The guy's like, no, bro. Someone's following me. I got to check this out. I got to make sure I'm okay. And he got arrested. Like, again, I did not know that was a thing. I guess I guess thinking about it probably makes sense. You're hammered and you're flying a drone. I mean, you could run into somebody's car, you could run into somebody's person, you run into a dog. I don't want Lou to get hit by a drone. I'd be pissed. Oh, I'd be finding out where that drone came from. Somebody hit Lou or one of my kitties, or even the bunny. Speaking of the bunny, I had to get the bunny. I take the bunny outside. It's a fairly nice day today. I always feel guilty if I don't take the bunny out when it's a nice day. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm not doing anything today. The least I could do for the bunny is to take her outside and let her go run around, have some fresh air, eat some grass, do what she does. Hopefully, she's not digging too deep, but go have a nice day. I want all my pets to have a nice day. And so, all right, let's get some comments up there before we get out of here. I'm done with my headliner. It took me an hour and a half to get rid of my headliner. Now I can see I can try my Pilsner. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, I kind of like that. And again, I drink both these, and then I could have more tonight when I'm watching all the games. The beautiful part about the non-alcoholic beers by Fieldwork, you just, oh, that was good. And then I got nothing. And no remnants, no lingering effects. Just keep on moving. Okay, we need to upgrade the levels to Japan's level. They have the price scanners attached to the cart and basket. Items get scanned when you place it in the cart. Oh, that's interesting. Does it take it off? I wonder if it takes it off when you take it out of the cart. 'Cause you know how a lot of people, you put something in the cart, you're like, I don't want that. And you take it out of the cart. I mean, you put something else back in the cart. Now, that would be pretty sweet. If they scan stuff when you put it in the cart and then you just walked up and paid, like scanned your whole cart, that'd be pretty sweet. I would be up for that. What? Japan's ahead of us when it comes to technology? Get out of here. That's fake news. It's fake news. All right, what else do we have? Adamas needs he needs more than a break. A break would be good. They got about 3. Unfortunately, oh, you need a break. Well, sorry, you can not watch the games, I guess, if you don't want. If you want a break, I don't know if you're going to get a break. I mean, when you're paying a guy close to $30 million or $25 million, whatever, he's not getting too much of a break. Like that's a problem. They've tied themselves to these guys. That's it. You just better hope you're right. And right now, you're not right. And so, thank you, man. I appreciate it, Douglas. There's no way. There's no way out of this. There's no unless you can just unless you have now look what they make now percentage wise based on the it's not a cap. But they have a luxury tax and all that. It's kind of a cap, but not a cap. But based on where the aprons are and all that kind of stuff, and I don't even know if they're called aprons in baseball. I just hate it that every sport's so different. The percentage is going to get lower and lower and lower because the cap or whatever the aprons are going to go up and up and up. So it's not so much that you're making 30 million; it's what percentage of the. I'll just use the word cap because I'm tired of even though I know there's not a cap in baseball, but what percentage of that you're taking up, and it will continue to drop year after year. But you're gonna have to wait. Again, I'll repeat: they need the guys that are making the biggest amount of money to play like it, or at least close to it. And if they don't, you're screwed. And the only way you're getting a break from them is if you give yourself a break from them. So, anyway. All right, what else we got? The Schmidt have to play every day. Yeah, no, I've heard he's going to start taking some balls in the outfield. Because, again, what are you going to do? I mean, Adames and Chapman are playing. You're not going to sit them for extended periods of time. You may give them a game off here or there, but you're not going to have guys that are making 30 million unless the Giants just go rogue and say, we don't care how much you're making. We're going to play the guys who we think are playing the best. But then you risk kind of losing a guy who you're still tied to for a number of years. So I just don't see that to be a realistic possibility. You may give him a day off here or there. Schmidt can play short. Schmidt can play third. He's been playing second. He played a little first. Chapman wasn't a fan. But I don't know. I mean, their outfield needs to be as tight as it can be. I told you, kind of the trend in baseball now is to have an athletic outfield to cut off a lot of those hits. And then if you don't have an athletic outfield in baseball that can save you some runs, then you're at a disadvantage. I don't know what kind of outfielder he is. It's not like he's an outfielder. Like, can you play outfield without absolutely embarrassing yourself? Probably. He's a big leaguer and he's a pretty decent athlete, but that's not the bar. The bar isn't let's put an outfield out there that doesn't completely embarrass themselves. The bar is let's try to save ourselves some runs out here. Let's have a really good outfield that can cut off runs, cut off doubles. I guess the other trend in baseball is to play deeper than normal so balls don't get hit over your head. It's like, again, even when baseball tries to get out of its own way, the scoring still isn't where I'm sure they would like to be, and the balls in play and the guys on base aren't as many as they would like. But yeah, I would hope that Schmidt's going to be out there more than not. Let's put it that way. And Arise has played good too, so you're going to have him at second. You're going to keep him at second. He's been good defensively too. So yeah, I don't know. That's a good question because Eldred's going to be your DH if he plays, or Devers. Again, cut this up and play it back. I've only said it 20 times on this show. The guys who are making the most money need to start carrying the weight. All right? They need to start carrying their own weight. All right, what else do we have? We should flag some of these because there's probably some pretty good comments earlier on, but we're not scrolling back through these things. So my wife lets self-checkout always backfires if it doesn't scan right. Clerk has to come over and taking long. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. It ends up taking longer than it would, and that's what the self-checkout's for, to expedite things. You're in, you're out, we're done. Okay? I haven't had a problem with it for quite some time. So I've been. Yesterday was the first day in a long time that I was like just standing there going, "What are we doing? What are we doing?" The cash killed me at the end, though. It really did. Like, okay, who uses cash at the self-checkout? Like, nobody. Nobody uses cash at the self-checkout. And if you're using cash at the self-checkout, then you're a little bit behind the times. Just stick with being behind the times and get in a line. Don't try to jump to 2026 when you're still paying with cash and change. Okay? That's like 1990s type stuff. So let's just, and I have no problem with that. Let's just keep it all together. Keep it all together. Keep the 1990s all together and get in the line. That's all I'm asking. Yeah, I love Cade Cunningham too. Big fan. All right, a couple more, then we'll get out of here. Somebody mentioned All of Mankind. I gotta start watching the new season. I haven't watched the new season yet. I watched Monarch, which I liked. Legacy of Monsters, Shrinking on and both those on Apple, and Friends and Neighbors on Apple, which is really good. I like that one. I like that one a lot. The Boys. Look, if you can't appreciate a TV show where some dude gets the hell beat out of him with his own scrotum, but like, I can't help you. I can't help you. Like, I appreciate that type of stuff. And so if you appreciate that type of stuff, you're probably already watching The Boys. If not, and you're thinking, I would appreciate that. I enjoy a good scrotal beating every now and again. The Boys, you should watch The Boys. You go ahead and watch that show. And then finished up Daredevil last night. So that was solid. And so see if the Warriors have a top 4 pick in the lottery, you keeping it now or good? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it depends on can they get someone now that'll help now? Because look, either you're all in with Steph or you're not all in with Steph. I'd be careful about being all in with Steph and Butler and Draymond right now because you never know who's going to be healthy and for how long they're going to be healthy. It sounds great. I'd love to give the Warriors another veteran, another star type guy. I'd give him a chance, a real chance, because Steph is still good enough to be a number one option on a championship team. Now, number two has to be really good too. He almost has to be like co-equals. But I don't know if you can count on anybody anymore. Shocker. You get older, the body breaks down more. I mean, look what's happening to guys that are even younger than Steph. We're in the playoffs now. Detroit, Cleveland. All right. Pretty healthy. Not bad. Not bad. Knicks, Sixers. Well, OG Anunoby just went down with a hamstring. Joel Embiid is out with who knows what, ankle, hip, what. It's always something with Joel Embiid. But there's two main guys that are out. Okay, San Antonio, Minnesota. Oh, Anthony Edwards is just coming back and hasn't been at full strength and hasn't played his regular minutes first two games. Dante DiVincenzo is out. Even the guy that scored 40 plus against the Nuggets, Io Sumo, he was out. I think he came back last game, played a few minutes, but he was out. Okay, so what do we got with the OKC and the Lakers? Oh, well, Luka's out. And what do we got? OKC, Jalen Williams is out. Like, everyone's getting hurt. Even guys that are younger are getting hurt. Game 7, Sixers Celtics. Jason Tatum didn't play. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, we're watching the NBA playoffs, and every single series, or 3 out of the 4 series, someone's hurt. And like a significant someone. I'm not talking about like, oh, the guy's a 6-man, 7th. I'm talking a significant someone. Jalen Williams is a significant someone. Luke is about as big a significant someone as you could, and Joel Embiid, pretty much the same thing. So I don't know. So for me, I love to give like Steph and the Warriors, and not just about Steph, guys that are on the Warriors, the best chance to win another championship. But if you get a top 3 pick, especially top 3, top 4, like, and you can get somebody that you could have on your team for like 10 years, I'd have a hard time trading that for a guy that's like 34, 35. I just would. Even though that might give you the best chance to win a championship, you'll be hating yourself in January when 2 of those guys are hurt. Hating yourself. So, but we'll see. Let's wait and see what happens. They get pick number 11. Then it's not going to be a big deal. All right, a couple more, then we'll get out of here. Do you re-sign Porzingis? The price is reasonable? Yeah, I would look into it. I would definitely look into it. I don't know. The comments he made at the very end, it lead me to believe he's going to be looking for more money and more years, and the Warriors are willing to give up. But yeah, I mean, that's like the type of guy that it's just going to be about money. You don't have to trade anything for him. But I would look into it, absolutely. But I don't know. Don't ask me what the years and the dollar amount would be. Like, I don't know, 30, maybe. Could they afford 30? I have to look into it. I don't really do the whole salary cap thing. So, but he seemed to be worth 30. Again, you're talking about another guy. Can't stay on the court. He stayed on the court at the end, but for the last few years, it's hard for him to get out there. This is what I'm talking about. Like, if you think, oh, we're going to come back next year and guys are going to be like healthy, like they'll get Butler back at some point. They'll get Moody back at some point. Yeah, who knows when they come back, who's going to be around to come back too. So, if you don't say you're not worried a little bit about Steph's knee, then you and I are different. That thing wasn't supposed to last as long as it did last year. And again, when you get a little bit older and you're not sure exactly like runner's knee, what is that? Whether you keep running, is it going to hurt again? Like, is it like tennis elbow? Like, I've played tennis too much, my elbow is going to hurt. Not sure if that's exactly how it works, but a chronic thing where it's like, I got to manage it the whole time. And then if I go overboard a little bit, then I don't know. I don't know. So we will see. Just make up your goddamn mind, Warriors. Okay. I told Steve we do it. Like I said, I told Steve we do the backyard deal, but I can't do the backyard deal until they sign. Unless you want to come on, and you like come on and like tell us what you're going to do. Not going to happen. Highly doubtful. But yeah, the option's always there for you. It's there for you because I know you're watching this show, and I know that you've probably stuck around for an hour and 50 minutes. Like chances of that zero. All right. We're gonna call it fun week this week. Fun week. I mean, I love talking to. I don't even know who we had on this week. We had Jeremy on this week. We had Brent on this week. We had Drew on this week. So we got to talk some hockey. You know, I love that. Got to talk some football. Got to talk some baseball. Like the one guy I didn't have on. That's right. I could talk some Sharks. You know, I love talking Sharks. The one I didn't have a basketball cast. I figured I could handle that. I could handle basketball. We get and Jeremy, and I hopefully we'll get Jeremy on a couple of times throughout the course of the season. But yeah, I enjoy the weekend. Enjoy K-pop Funko night, firework night, whatever it is, K-pop Demon Hunters, or again, I'm not really sure what's going on there. I do know they have a couple banger songs that aren't too bad. That Camila wants me to play when we get in the car all the time. I said, "Damn it, you're listening to Bob Seger. Let's go. Teach you some real music. Enjoy some Tool for the next 17 minutes because that's how long this song is." I love Tool songs. Everybody's like, "It's the same song." Yeah, it's the same song. Same song. It's like Tool has like 5 songs an album, and they just each 12 minutes long each, and they have like little interludes between them. I think the 5 songs they had on their latest album, one was 15 minutes, and then the 3 big ones were like 11 and 12 minutes each. Like they ate up like 50 minutes of the album with 4 songs. That's Tool for you. Somebody said Tool's coming out with another album in the not too distant future, which I said I'll believe it when I see it. They're known for taking their time between albums, but I will be happy if they do. So, all right, everybody, have a great weekend. Looks like the weather's going to be pretty good out there, so enjoy yourselves. Maybe get outside, get a little exercise, get a little walk. Don't forget, Mother's Day, Sunday. Wish your mom a happy Mother's Day. Maybe some flowers, maybe take her out if she lives in the area, take her out to lunch or brunch or dinner, or better yet, cook something. I always love that. Even if it sucks, they're not going to tell you. How is it? Good. It's really good. It's really, or as my mom and dad, I don't know if you guys have tells, if your mom and dad have a tell, if I cook something for them and I go, "How is it?" And they go, "It's interesting." Like as soon as I say it's interesting, it sucked. Okay. Interesting is code for we're trying to be nice, but this tastes like straight ass. And as soon as you get up, I'm going to take it over to the garbage disposal and say, "See ya." Just I'm not going to mess around with it. So that's the way it goes. So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. I'm suspecting there's probably not a lot of mothers, not regular type mothers. There's a lot of mothers watching the show, but different type of mothers. But wish your mom a happy birthday. Or wish your mom I wish my mom a happy birthday. You wish your mom. Yeah, call my mom too. Wish her a happy birthday for me while we're at it. Just tell her it's belated since it was yesterday. I used to have 3, 5, and 7. Grandma was the 3rd, Lori's the 5th, and my mom's the 7th. Just boom. Just wiped them all out. Boom. Grandma, Lori, Mom. Mother's Day. Boom. We're done. May. Turn the page. And then you got to fit in Cinco de Mayo too. You got to do this. You got to do the whole Cinco de Mayo. We don't have to, but you feel like you have to. Anyway, I'm rambling again. So everybody have a great weekend. Thank you very much for joining in. I always appreciate it. Yes, Lou. We're done. You want to come up and say hi to everybody? There you go. For those that are saying, "Hey, where's Lou been?" There's Lou. There's Lou. I know. You've eaten already, haven't you? Come on. Hey. Oh, hey. Hey, come on. Stop mauling me. I'm going to call the cops on you. I know that's at least a misdemeanor. Anyway, Everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy, and we'll talk to you again next week. Like, subscribe, do what you do. Have a beer, visit Phil Work, do all that sort of fun stuff. And we'll talk to you next. talk to you next week. See you guys.
And remember this, Tommy T. Cash and tickets is what it's all about.